What do you got in store for me, Caleb? Oh, death and destruction. Got it. Oh my!
Quick! Seal the main bridge's blast door! Those Empire bastards have already taken control of the secondary command center!
Jesus!
Send a message to the nearest starship immediately! High Marshal Caleb will...
Oh my god! For TV ice skating to this magic. That's how. Jesus. The Imperial Guard captain gives me a laser firearm and I slowly raise it. I am at the mechanical lock located in the center of the blast doors. And we get flashbanged. The bridge's blast doors spring open, releasing a cloud of frosty white vapor.
Your Majesty, all Federation soldiers have been subdued. The starship now belongs to you.
Oh.
We jammed their comms in advance. The Federation's High Marshal won't learn of this for at least 3 days. Reinforcements will arrive within 1 week to escort you safely back to our home planet.
Safely back to your home planet. I survey the area, walk past a broken Federation with a fucking insignia, oh my god, on the ground, and give it a slight nod. Why did they put that ship in my fucking ass crack anyway? The Federation dared to touch my belongings. This starship will serve as their... yeah. 2 weeks ago, I received word that Empresses... Oh, Empresses. I thought it just said Empress Roar. I'm like, what kind of fucking name? Sorry. There... Hell yeah, baby! Let's get it! 2 weeks ago, I received word that Empress's Roar, an Imperial transport ship, had been seized by the Federation while passing through Starport number 7. The Empire and the... It's just not gonna say that. I fucking hate this word for some reason. Anyway, the Empire and the Federation were always at odds with each other due to various conflicts, although battles large and small are commonplace. Blatantly overstep their jurisdiction. That's a big ass word that I just fucking read. Within a starport in a neutral space zone was unmistakably a provocation. Not to mention, the Empress's Roar was carrying gifts from various overloads for my coordination. Why are there so many big words in this card? Fucking hell, Caleb. Might as well see something else big. Sorry. Have the guard's inventory, the warehouse, record, everything that's missing or damaged. Isn't the High Marshal still recovering from his injuries? I'll send him a letter of concern in 3 days. Imagining the expression on his face when he receives it makes me smile. Including that word that just came back. I want to say reputation invoice as well, anyway.
As you wish.
Go away. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it's this place. Main story. Sorry. After the guards leave, I walk into the depths of the... Oh god! After the guards leave, I walk into the depths of the starship's cabin. My fingers trail over the exhaust, ornate double-edged dagger on the table. This doesn't seem to be amongst my... What the fuck? My presence. The footsteps behind me Oh! Hi! You guys need to stop walking on screen like that. I'm trying to fucking read and I just see a big, tall-ass man just run in front of me. With the hum of a laser firearm charging to its maximum output, I spin and raise my hand. The trigger is set to maximum power. You just... Oh. But the man I'm aiming at only raises an eyebrow. With a flick of his... No! Infold. For the love of crackers and cheese. Why must you be this way? I'm trying to read poorly and you're making it worse on myself. Both. If I have to press this fuck-ass clock one more time, I'm gonna puke on someone. But the man I'm aiming at only raises an eyebrow. With a flick of his finger, the firearm traces 2 civil arcs in his palm. I like it matching. Da-da-da-da. He tosses it to the attendant beside him as if discarding a boring toy. Behind him, dozens of Federation soldiers in pure black uniforms have sealed off all exits in the... What are you gonna do to me? In the corridor. They bow their heads to him in sequence.
Your Majesty hasn't changed a bit. When it comes to your belongings, one wrong glance would send you flying into a rage. You even made a trip to this remote galaxy.
You're talking like that, and it makes me want to slap you across the face. No wonder the starship's defenses were weak. I anticipated the Federation would have a backup plan, but I didn't expect Halo to appear in person. The Imperial Guard still need time to form a counterattack. I need to stall him for now. The same can be said about the High Marshal, though. I heard you sustained minor injuries, but it looks as though you're all right.
You rarely leave your Imperial planet, so of course I had to personally welcome you to make sure everything was all right.
Wow, what a welcome. Thank you. Caleb smiles as he raises his finger. Not Kira, stop. He smiles. Caleb smiles as he raises his finger, and the Federation soldiers' weapons simultaneously turn to me.
My baby sister.
Oh god, there it is. Alright.
Your Majesty, the nobles are waiting in the audience hall. As for the interception of Empress's roar, someone leaked the intel. However, we don't know who. They're riled up in saying we must demand an explanation from the Federation.
The Empire and the Federation have been at war for centuries. We don't need an excuse. It seems like it, yeah. And the nope. What is this fucking tapping noise? What are you doing? Loading a gun? Or typing something? And the nobles don't want an explanation. They want to see the new ruler's position and capabilities. A ray of sunlight falls on the flowers in the vase. I set down the oh, she's cutting flowers, it seems. The stems in my hand and gesture for the maid to clean up the scattered leaves. They should pay the price for daring to target what's mine. I pause and recall the installer's news report from a few days ago about the attack on High Marshal in the capital. I'm afraid Caleb's life in the Federation isn't always as glorious and carefree as I thought it was. Jesus Christ. He most likely doesn't have the energy to maintain Jesus, somebody fucking slap me in the face and... He most likely doesn't have the energy to manage starport-related affairs at the moment. This is the perfect opportunity for me to take the initiative. I stand up and take the robe the maid offers me. The nebula what now? The apples at Starport number 7 are in full bloom. Yes. I plan to visit them myself. Hi! Unfortunately, having a plan is one matter, but changes brought about by Caleb's appearance are another story. More than 10 dots from laser sights appear around me. Jesus criminy. I face them head on and take 2 steps. Killing me is easy, but did you think about how you'll handle the aftermath? Although I'm the Empire's Empress, there are plenty of potential heirs to choose from once I die. I shrug, lower my weapon, and smile. My successor might not be interested in playing these childhood games with you.
It was a joke, Your Majesty.
Caleb waves his hand, and the guns behind him are immediately lowered.
Traces of weapons smuggling appeared at the starport, and the Federation is assisting the Lorne Galaxy with its investigation. it's all for the sake of interstellar peace.
Is it just me, but the way he's talking all sassy like, and like it just makes you want to slap him. Like, why is he being a bitch? It might just be me.
If armed conflict were to break out, it would threaten the safety of shipping routes.
My glasses keep fucking falling off my face! Let's set aside the matter of peace. If Chlorine? Sorry. Sought help from the Federation, that would be reasonable justification. As the shipping hub at the center of our known cosmos, its stability affects the interest of many galaxies.
Those small gifts the overlords offered you might very well be destroyed in some transportation accident.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think all of my brain power and reading very well went into that Xavier card, and then that was it.
Even your Majesty, who owns the entire Empire, would feel that minor wound. Am I wrong?
You wanna fucking fight me? Since you know this, you shouldn't have interfered with my private transport spacecraft. You know very well I won't let this slide. Or are you saying you went through all this trouble just to lure me here for sightseeing? Caleb approaches me and picks up the double-edged dagger, but he makes no move to slide it but he makes no move to slide it back into the so it has at his side. Hee hee.
It's been a long time since we last saw each other after your coronation. I missed you.
Are you sure? 'Cause when he says that last word, his lips are almost pressed against my ear. Pressed against my ear. Only I can hear a familiar hint of playfulness. My fingers curl around the loaded laser firearm as I lower my gaze. Caleb is the person closest to me, but at this moment, he and the Federation are the Empire's greatest enemy. If I want to secure my position as Empress, I will involuntarily cross swords with him. Involuntarily, whatever the fuck. Drop the weapon and whatever the fuck that says. Sympathy, fire the gun, and kill Caleb. Jesus Christ. What? That's like a fucking 180 from the first option. Jesus. Drop the weapon. I drop my weapon and link arms with Caleb. My smile slowly widens. Regards of what the future holds, this game-like power struggle has only just begun. I plan to savor it for a long time. I missed you too. Before I came here, I heard... I'm just gonna call it Nebula. I can't... Whatever the fuck that says. The apples! Bloom beautifully. Would you like to accompany me to see them? He puts his arm around me while... Does I see seething? His dagger.
Good answer. I know the perfect spot.
What is, like, nebulae? But, like, the A at the end of there throws me the fuck off. Like, what is the C at the end? Anyway, the frick-ass apple, like his something apple tree. Inside the preparation room, the metal hatch slowly closes behind us. We're the only ones here. Caleb recommended we head to the top of the starport's highest tower. From the window, one can see the nebula apples in their entirety. I'm just gonna say that.
The attire of an empress suits you well.
You bring up these apples one more time, Caleb, and I'm gonna shove it up your ass. Weren't you threatening me with firearms earlier? You changed your tone awfully quick.
Are you angry?
Are you angry? He removes his sidearm, grabs my hand, and places it over the weapon's handle. 2 different temperatures simultaneously envelop my palm. Ooh, yeah. I mean, you can start it with the next card. Really? English is so fucking stupid, I swear to God.
You could hold it and threaten me.
You think I won't shoot?
You won't.
Try me, bitch. there was an option the first time, so like... His fingers glide across... Wow, Jesus, hello. His fingers glide across my wrist and trail down my arm to reach my back. The rough texture makes my breath hitch for a moment. Are we gonna get freaky in the spaceship?
I'm the only one who has played these kinds of games with you since childhood.
I'm scared. Ah! He tilts his head slightly and affectionately kisses my cheek. At least it didn't sound like a bullet this
My
time.
guess is that you don't want this to end too soon, either.
It depends on what we can give each other during this time. I hug Caleb back. My breath caresses his neck. I thought that said breast for a second and I got really concerned. The apple flowers at this starport are beautiful. I like them.
You can visit this place more often when you have the time. I can keep you company for as long as you want to look at them.
That look ready. Oh my fucking god. Fucking groomer. I mean, Zane is also a childhood friend, I'm pretty sure, in the recent timeline, unless I missed something. Shark killer! I narrow my eyes to pretend to accidentally step on his foot. Oh my god! I didn't bring up the foot myself this time, Infold did. They watch me. You've forgotten that I like... You've forgotten that what I like must belong to me, but as long as you let go, in time, I can let bygones be bygones. Maybe the relationship between the Federation and the Empire could be mended through us. However, it was never good to begin with. Caleb shows no sign of loosening his grip. Instead, he picks up a strand of my hair and twirls it around his finger.
I know you well enough. You're upset because you didn't get the upper hand. Let's see. Another Imperial fleet should already be on its way here. If I withdraw my people from the starport now, I'm afraid what I'll face won't be your reconciliation. I might as well be caught in a pincer attack.
My thoughts have been exposed, so I cut to the chase. On behalf of the Empire, I can promise to not act against you, on the condition that you leave immediately. No words leave his mouth. Then he flicks the accessory on my cloak, which is embedded with the cryo stylus he gave me. Yeah, another fuck-ass word. And the crystal is only formed in the cold ring zones that are created when two nearby stars collapse simultaneously. Despite being on the market, it's always been priceless. One day, Caleb somehow got word from somewhere and piloted a long-haul vessel alone through a cold ring zone to find a crystal. I remember his smile when he brought it back. He said his job is always to bring me everything I want. If I tell you to bring me $1 million, will you bring me $1 million? Huh? Huh, Caleb? Huh?
How long will it
But what if we want the same thing?
take for your fleet to arrive? A week? My people only need 2 days.
Fucking fight me! Damn!
Starport number 7 is the closest location for reaching the Nizir galaxy, where the Federation is located. We must control it at all costs.
Easier. Knee. Get it? Easier knee. I'm sorry.
If worst comes to worst, we'll destroy it. It's still better than letting the Empire control it. I assume you didn't want that outcome when you arrived.
He's correct. I'm here with the intention of displaying an alliance with the Empire's nobles to confront a common enemy. It's so I could win over some of the loyalty I need for my region. Starting a war isn't difficult, but winning without fighting is... I also don't want my subjects to remember me as a... Does that say warmonger? Empress, especially since I just ascended to the throne. Contemplating the current situation, I pull away from his embrace. Let's compromise then. The Imperial fleet and the Federation's... yeah, Garrison both retreat. Everyone will be able to coexist peacefully.
My dear sister.
You gotta stop calling me that. What the fuck? Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, he calls us my dear baby sister. I don't think it's related to blood. I think it's just... you know how, like... other cultures, like, call us, like... that, but not in the meaning of that, like brother and stuff. I think it's like Asians. Yeah, that's what it's called. Thank you. Thank you. That's what it is. I think that's what it is. I'm not positive because I haven't finished this card, but so I don't know if we're related or not. I saw a lot of drama about this card on Twitter, so but I'm guessing it's like that. Hello! Jesus.
The Starport's viceroy submitted his resignation, and the Lorne Galaxy has accepted the new candidate who was recommended by the Federation. It was when we were viewing the flowers.
This bitch. Caleb leans in, his voice softly brushing past my ear.
You weren't the only one buying time.
What a little shit. Caleb, you've truly become a convenient blade for the Federation. What? Did he just fucking breathe on me? What the fuck? Did he bite me? Did he fucking bite me? A dull pain spreads from the side of my neck. I reach out to push him away, but he catches my wrist first.
Are you referring to this?
Why you get so evil all of a sudden? Fuck. I don't know, maybe soon. You, how dare you? I struggle and Caleb's arms tighten around me.
The Lorne Galaxy is frequently plagued by turbulence. It's better to wait for your fleet to arrive so they can escort you back to your home planet.
I really hate how he's talking. It really makes me want to slap the living shit out of him. I'll get over it. It'll be fine.
For the next few days, just relax and focus on catching up with me.
No, you psychopath. His kiss descends without warning. Amidst the entanglement of our lips and teeth, I bite his lower lip. I only feel satisfied when the metallic taste of blood fills my mouth. Okay, this is weird. Oh my dear God. Guys. What the fuck? Okay! Since he took what he wanted, this is the lightest price he'll have to pay. Okay, well. Yay, and now we're in a garden. Lorne Galaxy, 1 week later.
This is Her Majesty's favorite cloak. Let go!
If it didn't actually happen, exactly.
The vases! Protect Her Majesty's vases! Bring the cushions from the other rooms!
Isn't it vases and not vases? Shortly after the fleet escorted me back to my home planet, which is the Empire, Caleb's apology gift arrived. Currently, they are lazily digging up the ground in my greenhouse garden while making incomprehensible, strange noises. Okay.
They're chewing on the last Nebulasia apple.
Nebulasia. I'm gonna fucking forget that immediately.
They're chewing on the last Nebulasia apple.
Nebulasia.
Your Majesty, this Bitapup has a stubborn, unruly temperament. I believe the High Marshal sent them here with ill intentions. Why don't we send the creature to the Houndmaster? At least they will be taught some manners.
That's unnecessary. I look at the chaotic state of the garden they're in, and I raise my hand to stop the secretary from saying more. They're a mischievous pup who can't possibly tear down my palace or place. What does it say? Palace or place? Hello. Palace. On my way back to the Empire, I came up with the rough beginnings of my plan for my retaliation. I just need an opportunity. The Interstellar Starfaring Summit. You gotta stop putting star and starport and everything. It's fucking up my brain. Is about to be held in the Empire. Caleb has to arrive at a representative of the Federation. His starship will encounter a small problem, which means he won't be able to arrive on time. He'll have no choice but to ask me for help. I'll have them guard my bedchamber. And when their former master apologizes to me, they can help me deliver a message. Oh, well, hello, Fancy Pantsy. Jeez Louise, us. Okay. In Cosmic Year 129, people dissatisfied with the Cosmic Empire left the Allure Galaxy. They announced they would establish their own nation in the, I think it's an easier galaxy. Thus, the Glory Federation was born. The Federation opened its doors to all of the Empire's opponents. Within several decades, it rapidly grew into the Empire's most powerful adversary. In Cosmic Year 150, the Empire formally declared war on the Federation, and so, for hundreds of years, the flames of conflict never ceased. Both sides claimed victorious and defeats. But the two greatest galaxies always maintained a delicate balance. Either would completely shake the other's foundation. In Cosmic Year... Damn it, that's a big-ass skip, brother. In Cosmic Year 642, a young man who grew up in the Imperial Court voluntarily switched sides and went to the Federation to study. At the time, no one knew that this young man who rose to the position of High Marshal in just 5 years would change the entire cosmos. Expert from the star's brief history. 2 months later. Before changing the cosmos, there was another important matter awaiting this young man's attention. His unexpected absence from last evening's summit, which has been held in the Empire, is a result of bidding on the Lornet Galaxy's long-haul vessels. Oh, hi.
Due to personal reasons, I will regrettably be absent for this Interstellar Starfaring Summit. I hereby extend my sincerest apologies to all participants and to the organizer of this conference, the Empress of the Cosmic Empire.
Several ministers are already visibly delighted before the holographic report on the Astral News ends.
It's as Her Majesty predicted. The Federation would never admit that their starships experienced technical malfunctions. Who could have predicted that replacing one small component would make their superior navigation system malfunction?
Can I just say, I said it before in other cards, but this woman, this voice actor must be getting paid like hella money, because like I swear to God, this is the same voice actor in every card I've read so far. It literally sounds like it, or maybe I'm just fucking crazy. I don't know.
Representatives from the Lorne Galaxy want the Empire and the Federation to bid for the new long-haul vessels so they can gain a profit.
It's a robot.
Since the Federation is absent, we predict we'll be able to save 100 million cosmic credits.
Oh.
Your Majesty is truly wise.
In a good mood, I tap the armrest on my throne while accepting the minister's flat. Let's secure Lorne's long-haul vessel product line for the next 3 years before the Federation realizes what's happening. Caleb will get a taste of returning empty-handed this time. After everyone leaves, I open the news report from earlier and wave my hand to rewind it by several seconds. Then I take a screenshot. This obedient, apologetic expression is a rare sight. I'll send it to Caleb later so he can see it for himself. Bria permitted the term up the ass. Permitted the term intercourse. It's always a treat seeing that, I'm gonna be real. As I leave the audience hall, the overcast sky doesn't affect my good mood in the slightest. In the corridor, Taibei, hello, whose name was found inscripted on the inside of their collar, is enthusiastically chewing on their beloved toy. They happily bond over their... That didn't sound like happy. They happily bond over to my feet. Once they see me approach, I pick up the toy, hold it in my hand, and playfully tease. Why is it Taibei with a Taibai? I'm just gonna call it Tay. Tay! You're well behaved. I'll give you an extra treat later. Their short tail is wagging even faster now. Shut up! Damn. Oh my god, it's raining! As raindrops suddenly fall, I scoop up Taibei. Is it Taibei or Taibai? Like, hello. And head to the nearest greenhouse for shelter. Caleb's in the greenhouse, eating flowers. Sorry. Ooh, pretty tree. The greenhouse has long since been renovated. Plants extend outwards with their leaves to release the season's distinctive fragrance. Taibei. 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 Tabby! I'm sorry. Subconsciously, I take... Why do I do that? Subconsciously, I make my way around the flower wall. Sure enough, I spot that familiar white bench. Looks exactly the same as before. Back then, Caleb and I would often whisper here. Whisper? What kind of whisper? What? Flowers bloom. Flowers bloom abundantly in the greenhouse. We avoided the maids by hiding in the blossom's shade. Must you go to that weird academy?
It's the Glory Federation's Interstellar Military Academy. It's the best military school in the galaxy. You saw the acceptance email a long time ago and even filed it under not interested.
I pretend not to notice the teasing in his tone and pluck a wilted flower from the corner. The Federation despises Imperial citizens. They might never let you graduate.
Don't worry. I'll be going there as a neutral planet's heir. No one will cause trouble.
Do you have water that doesn't kill my throat? What? But if you go to the Federation, you'll have to start over.
Starting from scratch to reach the position of High Marshal sounds exciting, though.
At least he's not talking like a piece of shit. But if you become the High Marshal, you won't just be my Caleb anymore. Whoa! I furrow my brow, and he pokes the space between my worry lines.
No buts. Don't you trust me?
No, because you came back.
When you're the Empress and I'm the High Marshal, we can change the current relationship between the Empire and the Federation.
You came back, you pointed guns at me, and then you talk sassy to me. Who knows if that will be the case. When you leave, I won't be able to talk. Aww. When you leave, I won't be able to talk to anyone.
How's that possible? You're the future Empress. There will be plenty of people doing everything they can to win your favor.
He bends down to pick up... I told you I would forget that fuck-ass word. Was it Nebulasia apples from the flower bed and pins it to my collar?
They're like this flower. Regardless of its rarity.
Is that an actual flower?
All you need to do is look at it a little longer, and it shall bloom forever in your garden.
Oh. Really? I want to know what it looks like. Sorry, I know, I'm annoying. No! Oh my god! You got me all excited and shit. I gotta plug in my phone regardless, so. Is there an apple flower anyway? Like, is that an actual thing? Oh! Not that. Oh, it's literally called an apple blossom. There's actually an apple flower. Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Power always means enduring a few minor inconveniences.
They look pretty.
But with me, you can always be that willful little sister.
Okay.
I'll be leaving in a month. Aside from your gift list, is there anything you want?
For you to stop calling me that. Anything?
Yes. Anything.
I'm so scared that this is like a real brother and sister thing, and then that. Summer flowers and fruits have ripened, their rich fragrance mingling with. Ooh, this music. Shit. Fragrance mingling with an intense desire. Before you leave. Whoa. Before you leave, please satisfy me. I tilt my head up and kiss his lips for the first time. Back then, I had no idea what I wanted to taste. Mom, I'm scared. My scattered thoughts return to the present. I look at the petals I unconsciously pluck, and this fucking dog needs to shut up. And ah! Every fucking time! God damn it! My scattered thoughts return to the present. I look at the petals I unconsciously plucked and brush them aside. At least. Oh, I'm alive now. Perhaps Caleb and I have already taken different paths to build our own lives since the beginning. I believe that even though we might have instances of nostalgia, neither of us would question the choices we've made. I just don't know when we'll see each other again.
Your Majesty, the High Marshal has arrived.
Ah! Are you gonna be sassy and talk to me all rude and shit? Or are you gonna be nice? Somehow, Caleb has arrived at the Empire before the interstellar star-faring summit ended. The fact that he left the other galaxy representatives behind to see me makes it difficult to determine his real purpose, however.
You complained about this silver tray being too plain when I gave it to you. You're still using it?
You have a problem? I forgot to throw it away.
As for these apple fruits, you must have forgotten to have someone replace them with more seasonal ones.
Why is he annoying me right now? Am I just... Maybe it's because I'm a little bit hungry. I don't know. They're just fruits. If you like them, you can take some back. The High Marshal still insisted on visiting the Empire, even though the interstellar faring summit was about to end. Are you planning to apologize to me in person? It's always annoying!
Your Majesty invited me for afternoon tea first. Let's chat while we drink.
I just don't like the way he's talking to me. Anyway. The Empire and the Federation are on friendly terms, but since Caleb is visiting during the summit, I need to fulfill my duties as a hostess. Seeing him hold his teacup with a leisurely attitude, I feel as though he's returned to his own garden. I should have made him wait longer in the audience hall. The chairs there are the most uncomfortable. The attendants lead... Please stop it! The attendants lead table away, but I don't overlook the way their tail wags with a particular enthusiasm. He raised them. They still remember you after so long.
Yet it seems like you've forgotten me.
Ooh.
Or is the Empire's communication system so poor that not even one message from you could get through in 2 months?
I have my own matters to deal with. Caleb nods. Non-communication? What the fucking shit? Non-communicationally? Yeah, that word. Sets down his teacup and rests one hand against the side of his face.
Your Majesty should be occupied with countless Imperial matters. So, you've been busy trying to retaliate against me?
If you want to throw hands, we can. Like, just right here, right now, in the garden. Before I can counter, he continues speaking, but he does not make any...
The plan was good
yep.
this time. The people who executed it were very careful. I almost didn't find any evidence. But if you had been a bit more ruthless...
Should I talk sassy? Back at him.
I could have been the first High Marshal to get lost and die in magnetic field turbulence due to a navigation system failure.
Well, I wouldn't want that. That didn't sound very genuine. I pick up a pastry and refrain the perfect amount of surprise. Oh, I thought you said you were absent due to a personal reason. Using such an excuse at the last minute to implicate the Empire would be too obvious. People from other galaxies wouldn't believe it.
So you were waiting for me to show up in the hologram?
Nope.
I took some time to get here, but fortunately, it could wait.
Like a magician, he produces a bouquet of flowers. I'm stunned. You took the time to prepare this.
I was already late, so
He
I
brought me
figured
flowers.
showing up later would be more to your liking.
That's not what I wanted. The familiar floral fragrance just past us. Despite our current circumstances, it stirs distant memories and softness in my heart. It softens my heart.
When you and I lived in the Empire, we used to butt heads over all sorts of things. You were younger, and I spoiled you. During those moments when you were in the wrong, sometimes I'd say you had a point. You never apologized, and I didn't have time to coax you out of your sulking episodes. But it's clear that neither of us could live without the other. We made a promise at that time.
We've made a lot of promises, honestly. Whenever one of us wanted to make up to the other, we'd place a flower by that person's pillow. The person who receives the flower must forgive the other before it
I'm
melts.
here because I wanted to know if this promise still holds true. And whether the Federation and the Empire we represent might still have a chance for cooperation.
Although I'm surprised, I only raise my eyebrow and signal for him to continue.
The Federation and the Empire have been mired in conflicts where survival itself was at stake. But after hundreds of years, this struggle has long since become a pointless habit. From minor clashes to wars, each one consumes finite resources while others prosper.
It's not as if I haven't considered the matter he speaks of. The tension between the Empire and the Federation stems from more people managed that, benefit the surface. They create a turbulent undercurrent that never stops. I think that says maneuvering. But if going with the flow takes the least effort, why should I position myself as a reef? Since there will always be those who profit from conflict, any attempt for a collaboration would face significant resistance. I don't necessarily have to oppose you, but I also don't want to invite trouble.
If you let war fester, will it be easier for you to be the Empress?
Trying to get everyone's attention.
Don't forget that I defeated the ruler before you, who ultimately became the Empire's discarded pawn.
Caleb continues speaking in a measured, persuasive manner. Why are there so many fucking big-ass words on this fuck-ass card? Caleb, please. My fucking learning does... My brain damage can, okay? But I detect a hint of something suspicious. You're confident? You're confident you can defeat me? Why are you actively proposing cooperation?
The Empire has many heirs, but only you are my baby sister. Why wouldn't I favor you?
I don't believe you. That being said, I'm aware of how Caleb's proposal is worth considering. He finishes his last sip of tea and shows no urgency as he waits for my response.
Come to think of it, it's been a while since we traveled together. Why don't we look at what I found while I was lost this time? I think you'll be interested.
Is it ice cream? The long-haul vessel cuts through the edge of the cosmos and traverses star clusters and multiple warp points before arriving at the outermost edge of Lorne Galaxy. Interstellar dust gradually increases during the latter half of the journey. Caleb steers with precision to avoid countless obstacles.
Luckily, I was able to practice on the way here. I wouldn't dare to take you on a flight like this otherwise.
I think I gave you the perfect opportunity to show off your piloting skills in front of your subordinates.
You're not wrong. No wonder people say that the younger ones are little heart warmers.
Don't do it.
You truly are considerate.
I know, thanks. During our conversation, the vessel gradually slows down.
We're here.
All around us are dust clouds that obscure our vision and churning nebular storms. I look at Caleb. He stares at the observation display, his wrists moving as he slowly adjusts altitude.
When I got lost, I discovered warp points that aren't marked on the star map. I named this area Veletio, which means hidden place.
We're already close to the edge of Lauren Galaxy. If we go any further, I stop, realizing why Caleb brought me here. Lauren is connected to Allure and Nizir. It serves as a buffer. There's so many fucking big ass words there. Like, words like. It serves as a buffer zone between the Empire and the Federation and the central hub of the known cosmos. But beyond that existence continue countless unknown places that have never been explored.
It's exactly what you're thinking. This warp point might lead to an unknown star system. The value it could bring far exceeds a single war. Shared interests can resolve hatred. The same principle can be applied to the Federation and the Empire.
But it could also lead to destruction or nothing at all.
The decision is yours. I'm simply showing my sincerity for cooperation.
Above the fragment, that unfamiliar warp point flickers frantically. It's barely perceivable in the distance. Does anyone else know?
You're the second person.
Second! You trust me that much? I look at Caleb, but I can't figure out what he's thinking. If I were to make a move against you, I could monopolize this Discovery Channel. No one else knows. We came here. Why? You'd be turned into cosmic dot. Jesus.
Someone who truly wanted to kill would never look their enemy in the eye and speak the way you're speaking.
I need to think about this. He lowers his head, shadow falls across his brow as the air between us grows thick with tension.
Sure. But given our current situation, I'm afraid we don't have much time. Regardless of what our decision is, we need to move fast.
His kiss falls with a fierce intensity. I close my eyes and allow myself to surrender. Oh my god, why? Why did you say me? What the fuck did you just tell me? Something about an ad that shouldn't have happened? Excuse me? His kiss falls with a fierce intensity. I close my eyes and allow myself to surrender to his bold transgression. Aside the porthole, the nebular storm surges violently once more. Its eerie purple light following across the glass, the shadows of our intertwined fingers is cast. There are many reasons that bind us together, but when they're weighed on a scale, our mutual interests outweigh everything else. I know Caleb doesn't trust me as much as he lets on. Then again, neither do I. Are we getting freaky in the spaceship again? Oh! Morning light pierces through layering clouds and casts light gray shadows around the massive long-hull vessel. They're ranged in a formation at the center of the square. Faintly trembling from the engineer's heat, massive hulls are painted with the emblems of the Empire and the Federation. Around the square, nobles advance slowly within layers of guards, while commoners gather like a tide in the outermost ring. At the highest point of the commercial spacecraft, I stand shoulder to shoulder with Caleb. We overlook this performance of peace.
The Empire and the Federation will form a joint fleet for the first Veletio warp trial. The stars will be our witness to this program, as it paves a smooth path towards cooperation. Lasting peace shall last longer in the cosmos.
I gaze at the nobles below, whose expressions are filled with the most doubt. Then I look at Caleb, who's beside me. After returning from that trip, I formally considered his suggestion. He proposed that we could use Starport Number 7 as a springboard to conduct a stable warp drill consisting of a joint escort. It would allow us to test whether they kept the... I'm so sorry.
The Empire and the Federation will form a joint fleet for the first Veletio warp trial.
Veletio, okay. It will allow us to test whether Veletio is stable while rooting out if you... Epic. Thank you. Is stable while rooting out a few troublemakers who are working behind the scenes.
Your Majesty, High Marshal, please complete the ceremony.
By doing what? I'm just about to step forward when Caleb holds out his hand to me.
Shall we do this together?
Together forever, yeah. This is the first time in 5 years that I've held his hand in daylight. His warmth travels through our fingers. It's so comforting that it leaves me in a daze. Meanwhile, the scepter I hold remains cold as always. Did that say 2 years later? Sorry. According to what Caleb and I agreed upon, he will lead the first phase of the warp together, the warp trial. He'll establish an observatory center at Starport Number 7, and we and use the brand new warp point to dispatch fleets and in batches. Yet before the first fleet could even depart, the Empire's agents planted at the Starport report bad news.
I didn't expect the Federation to act so quickly. It's only been a few days since they stationed themselves at Starport Number 7, and they've already found an excuse to form a blockade around the area. Our people and long-haul vessel are still being detained. Communications have been cut off as well. They almost kept us in the dark.
The Federation can't be trusted. We never should have entertained the idea of cooperating with them.
That was not me. That was Caleb.
We've lost 10 of our newest spacecraft.
I'm somewhat prepared for the obstacles this plan would encounter, but everything happened so fast that it's catching people off guard. I rub my brow and question whether Caleb would make such a short-sighted decision. Perhaps I'm unwilling to admit that my desire to believe in him is greater than I previously thought. But everything in the cosmos is constantly changing. The Empire can still afford to pay this price. However, the Federation didn't just offend the Empire. The Lorne Galaxy won't tolerate their repeated fucking hell. Why? This, goddamn it! Every word that I have trouble pronouncing, they're putting in this fuck-ass card. It's horrible. Rapidly calculating the current situation in my mind, the highest priority is to withdraw before public opinion turns against us. Fortunately, I have a backup plan. Stick to the original plan, I will announce what I'm recovering from an illness to temporarily avoid the spotlight. As for the joint fleet, it's time to let the Lorne Galaxy know the deployment details around Viato, whatever the fuck that was. The Federation broke the agreement first, so they can't blame us for muddying these waters. My ear's so itchy, holy fuck. With the resolve to distance myself from this mess, I constantly claim that I'm ill and remain in seclusion for the next 2 weeks. Each day apart from taking walks in the garden and walking by Beta Pup, I spend my time in my bedchamber or studying. This could truly be called leisurely. Until tonight, that is. As usual, I walk to my bedchamber with security before parting ways. I lost my place. Then I feel something is amiss. The maid seems to be somewhat nervous.
Your Majesty?
Did something happen while I wasn't here?
It's the same as usual. The Duchess visited and brought her nephew, who reportedly admires you.
Who the fuck is this nephew?
Following your Majesty's instructions, We said that you need to rest, and receiving visitors is impossible.
During my recuperation, nobles have already been staring restlessly behind the scenes. There is no shortage of those wanting to seize an opportunity to query further. Tabby is still lying outside the door. They normally bark when they catch a stranger's scent, but today they seem unusually well. Did they just... It's just Caleb, and I just called him a... I'm overthinking it. I give a slight nod, and the maids immediately understand. They open the doors to my bedchamber for me. Before the doors are fully open, I catch sight of a familiar outfit. Caleb! What are you doing here? Get out of my room! I quickly walk to my bedchamber and dismiss all the maids. Caleb approaches and leans down to remove my cloak. His fingers slowly brush across my cheek.
You look terrible. Are you ill?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm eating well, drinking well, and sleeping well. The stress you've caused hasn't given me an actual alignment yet. And you? Are you so pleased with the chunk you bit off from the Empire that you made a special trip here to thank me?
I'm here to resolve that matter, yes.
His overly calm demeanor only makes me more irritated. I turn to avoid his touch. Does the truth behind... I'm just gonna kind of veil matter to us anymore? The last possibility of reparation has vanished. Our next meeting will be on the battlefield. Ooh.
You don't trust me.
Why would I? Don't you already receive the price I paid for that trust? 10 long-haul spacecrafts. It was very expensive. Hey, so like, is this... 10 long-haul spacecraft. It was very expensive, my dear brother.
Don't talk to me like that.
Ooh. Caleb, I'm the Empress of the Cosmic Empire. You're the one who can't address me so casually.
I'll give you an explanation. You can decide whether or not you believe it.
Thank you. I'll be more cautious next time, especially when matters involving you are involved. People are like this sometimes. They know their words are irrational, yet they're unable to stop themselves from saying them. I thought tonight would end on a sour note, but Caleb stays silent for a moment before looking outside.
I'm your brother.
Dude, I can't.
Don't always assume the worst of me.
At some point, it started raining again. The pitter-patter creates a delicate rhythm against the window frame. There are no other sounds. I turn away, avoiding his gaze that shines with a new emotion. Forget it. I'm not in the mood to play this game with you.
You'd rather play with another man?
Literally another man. What the fuck? Where'd you get a man from? You just pick him up outside? You using that emote using that emote keeps scaring me. Where'd you get a man, Caleb? Look toward the sound and see a rug at the foot of the bed. It's rolled up and the vague outline of a person wrapped inside is visible.
Behave. Falling out of the window of the Empress's bedchamber can barely be considered leaving with dignity and grace.
Why was there someone in the butt? The rug thrashes more violently. Caleb narrows his eyes and kicks it. The room falls silent once more. You're just... What's going on? That was harsh.
You're worried about him?
Caleb had this one. He grips my chin and forces me to meet his gaze. We don't even talk. Why are you concerned about nothing? I'll send him back later.
He went through quite the effort to touch the Empress's bed.
Oh!
And you're going to return him without even giving him a glance?
Is he pretty? Sorry.
His face is decent, but his physique...
At least he answered my question. There's no need for that. Plenty of people like him compete to get closer to me, and there are others with superior physique. A low chuckle brushes against my ear as he suddenly grips my wrist. I crash into his chest. There's this guy on the floor in a rug watching all of this. I just let that be known.
It seems you've been living comfortably during your recovery.
Are we just gonna do this in front of this man?
Isn't it my turn now?
Guys, you... The sarcasm that doesn't escape is crushed between lips and teeth. His kiss... There's a man on the floor! His kiss descends like a sudden downpour. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! My body touches before my will can resist. For some reason, we seem to crave each other more than usual tonight. It's raining again, and maybe, just maybe, we're both tired. The weather is perfect for holding someone close. Or perhaps we finally see the unbridgeable rift that lies between us, yet we're willing to accept it. Before everything completely falls apart, we still want to desperately hold on to something. Caleb.
Your reactions are more genuine this time.
Okay, well, let's just... Am I wrong? Did they kick the guy out, or is he still on the floor? Like... Okay, freaky ass bitches. I glare at him only to earn a more intense response as he presses himself against me in an attempt to wrap around me with an irresistible force. Neither of us want to surrender. I forcefully push him, and he has to wrap his arms around me as we tumble toward the bed. Okay, I press my knees. I press my knee against his tense abdomen and look down as I restrain him beneath the folds of my dress. What the fuck? The rugman. Guys. What if he wakes up? Fold of my dress is fucking crazy. Brie, help me! He holds my waist as he has kisses trailed down from my chest. The warm, wet sensation settles on my abdomen and sends thrilling shivers through me. We've embraced each other like this countless times before. I do not need a Windows security. Even Windows is like, hey. Where our bodies are intimately intertwined, and yet our hearts beat on opposite sides of the unreachable chasm.
I know why you wanted me to do this with you in the beginning.
With an unconscious man
You're
on the floor.
used to having everything, so you're unwilling to accept
Guys,
that I'm the one thing you can't control or claim as yours.
but aren't you still in my hands at this very moment? I release my grip on Caleb's hand and let my fingers trail... Jesus Christ. Fingers trail downward from his Adam's apple. My movement carry a hint of teasing at AXL's. Yep, a certain thought that has always lingered is about to surface. It's the simplest method, and it could solve all our problems. If I were to capture you and immediately imprison you, without you as their High Marshal, the Federation won't be a threat to the Empire for a very long time.
That would work, I suppose. But what would Caleb be to you when he's stripped of his status as the Federation's High Marshal?
Girl. What? Ready for what? What the fuck do you mean ready? Excuse me? Alright, so before this part happens, please hear me out, okay? So, that my brother by blood thing, it was weird as shit. I was uncomfortable because I was like, excuse me, that's weird as shit. But, listen to me, but after that whole debacle, after all of that happened, I took a break and I looked up some stuff. I get it now. I see it in a different light. I still love Caleb. I do not hate him. Everything is fine. I know I'm allowed to have my own opinion, but some of y'all can be really scary, okay? I just wanted to say that. I just don't want to upset anybody. Everything is fine. We're all fine. Let's just love each other and just be nice, okay? Be nice. Thank you, bye. The first option fucking terrifies me. I don't think I can do this. Me being me, I'm gonna go with my lover, but I have a feeling that that's gonna also have a weird hint of something to it, but you know what? 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 Can I go back? Why did you say that? Is this what people are fucking fighting everybody on Twitter for? Dude. Guys. I don't know what to do. I'm scared to go on now. Do they mean it like literally, or is there some like other term I'm not culturally known about? I'm gonna pretend that this never fucking happened. This is real. And that it has a different meaning and she doesn't actually mean it like this. Yeah? Good? Everybody on the same boat as me? Are we good with that? Everybody here? We're on board with what I said? Let's close our eyes and ignore the problem. So that's why everybody was fucking attacking everybody on Twitter and calling them a lot of not nice things. I mean, it's an AU, so like it's not like current Caleb, right? You know what? We're just gonna... Yeah, attacking people over is fucking rude. But this isn't current Caleb. This is an AU. This is not real Caleb, okay? This is fake Caleb. In my chat, we're referring to this card. We call him fake Caleb, okay, guys? You are my brother by blood and my natural born enemy. As long as you bear the name Caleb, I will never feel at ease when I sit on my throne. I'll give you a new identity, abandon your past, and stay where I can see you every day. For example, Jesus Christ. For example, my bedchamber is the perfect spot.
You want me to be your secret lover. A mere shadow that no one remembers.
I don't ever want...
Names and identities are nothing more than pieces of cloth. Even if you strip them from me, you still won't be able to truly trust me.
His hand glides along my waist before finally clasping my wrist as he pins me into his embrace. One more.
Isn't this our current situation?
Our current situation? I don't want to be here. Isn't a bird that can be caged in a greenhouse garden? He's someone I can never control. I was talking to myself. This is the easiest method. My fingers dangerously wrap themselves around his neck and shake it.
You want to turn my head into one of your trophies? If I let our circumstances develop naturally, maybe you'll get a chance. When that time comes, make sure you're the one who kills me.
Okay.
This is also my promise to you.
Alright. In his eyes, I see myself wearing the same complex smile that's on his face. Long ago, our hunger for power tore holes in our chests and filled them with cold, ruthless hearts. His tits are big. Why is it so big? Caleb and I are prisoners of our hearts' lack of mercy. We're merely puppets who are controlled and deceived by them. But perhaps we can no longer do one thing. One tiny act of resistance. Perhaps we can still do one thing. One tiny act of resistance. Let's leave future matters to the future. At this moment, I want to feel the warmth you leave. At this moment, I want to feel the warmth leave in my body. That's fucking crazy. I take his hand and glide it to my... Guys. Guys. I take his hand and glide it to my warmest depths. Okay, yep. As long as we have to prevent us from being too cold. Please. As long as we have it to prevent us from being too cold, that's enough. When we embrace, he simply wants to embed himself into my very being. He wants to return to that point in primordial chaos where we had yet to be separated. Our passion isn't born from understanding and trusting each other. Our refusal to be consumed by that horrible emptiness gave rise to it. Intense pleasure and fate. Oh my god, that's a fuck-ass word, isn't it? Melancholy. You know what? Make on merge! They wash over us in waves from where we're connected. If this is what love is, then we're in love. Oh my god.
You are mine. We've always belonged to each other.
Oh my god!
The cosmos, in its entirety, can't even compare to your kiss right now.
My tongue catches something salty and bitter. Are these my tears? It turns out even tears of joy are still... Yeah. But does it matter? I've already kissed him. I'm back. I looked up some stuff about this card, about how other people perceived it, and said a lot of things. I found one that made me happy and made me not feel gross anymore, so we're just gonna continue. The Federation has betrayed us and taken control of multiple starports in the Lorne Galaxy. We know their next target is the Empire. As your Empress, I have the responsibility to allow the Council of Elders to pass the Imperial Emergency Act. This is not a This is not a declaration of war. It's to ensure we won't be caught off guard when the crisis truly arrives. On the holographic screen, today's speech, in which I announce my recovery and return, plays repeatedly. I gaze at the figure speaking that word in the video. Yet my thoughts turn to a person who's at the other end of the galaxy. After we parted ways that day, Caleb cleaned up the aftermath at Starport number 7 by himself. I don't know what he did, but even the Lorne Galaxy was pacified. The Empire starcrafts were returned. Caleb packaged his crisis as my victory, and it even earned me a considerable amount of admiration from the nobles. Declaration. There you go, baby. So he took away the rug, man. This is just a bit, perhaps, this is an explanation to me, and perhaps the reason I might be able to trust him again. However, we know a cosmos is about to be ignited cannot be doused by droplets of water. The communication device rings, interrupted by my thoughts. My thoughts.
How have you been?
Do you want to know that answer? Not too bad, but not great either. You?
Same.
What happened to my apple
I
pencil?
saw Taby had torn up your precious garden last time. There was dirt everywhere.
Did he call him Tabia?
I saw Taby had torn up your precious garden.
How does that say Tabia? Fuck you. Where's my apple pencil? Caleb, did you fucking eat my apple pencil? You selfish bastard. the floor. It's on the floor. Close enough. How did he get on the floor?
I sent a fresh batch of Nebulasia apples. They'll arrive in a couple of days.
I don't want your fucking apples. I want ice cream. I hope they can survive a little longer under... I'm gonna just call them Tabos. I don't fucking care. Teeth this time. Speaking of which, they managed to shoe an entire lace trim into my bedchamber's curtains. Do you want to see the photos?
Sure. Don't spoil them too much, though.
Amicia, you're not coming in here! There's no food anyway. I don't do that when they're not being mischievous. They're actually adorable. I don't know what you're talking about. We chat about everything. We chat about everyday matters and make jokes as— oh my god, Amicia! We chat about everyday matters and make jokes as usual. We avoid mentioning the war. It's possible we have nothing left to say to each other once the situation has escalated to this point. Two days after the umpteenth border scuffle between the Empire and the Federation, the Nebulasia apples that Caleb sent bloom. Petting did he say tabula? I don't know. Anyway, I sit on the bench in the greenhouse garden. This is a rare moment of peace. Suddenly, hurried footsteps resound outside the garden. I turn to see the seer's expression on the secretary's face.
Your Majesty, we have an emergency. There was an explosion in Starport Number 7's transit zone. The Federation claims that the starship involved bears markings of a transit authorized by the Empire.
Jesus!
I know where we're going. You do? Hawaii!
Hi, thanks for the raid. How is one? What were you doing? Hope stream went good. Welcome everybody to the Hot Man. The sound of rushing water echoes in my ears again, and I see myself drifting downstream toward the only distraction available to me once more. Direction.
The nobles are already
Spider-Man!
waiting for you in the audience hall.
Let's go. I pat Taipei's fluffy head and stand up and leave. Clutching a flower, they roll around on the grass. Their tail wags as cheerfully as always. Oh my god. Well, we had a weird little... I really think this card is just horribly mistranslation. But I'm just... What happened to the past happened to the past. We're not gonna bring it up. The war has begun and happens more easily than expected, and it's developing rapidly. The situation where two sides are evenly matched changes drastically after the Warren Galaxy first batch of long-haul vessels join the Empire. I think it's also purposely horribly translated. That's fucking great. So many of the real men are back. I haven't seen Caleb and I no longer hear the ringtone that accompanies his calls, but occasionally I will hear his name in military reports.
Your Majesty, we've just received intel. The Federation's council is pressuring Caleb. They're demanding him to voluntarily resign.
The fuck?
But Caleb took an unyielding stance and sent people overnight to warn the leading councilman. 2 days ago, he left the Federation's capital with a loyal fleet. His whereabouts are currently unknown. It's also possible that the Federation deliberately released this as a smokescreen to make us lower our guard.
Let's buy the headlines on the front page. All galaxies will spread this rumor. Either Caleb comes forward to deny it, or he lets it become reality. I believe the scales are tipping in my favor, but the sense of achievement accompanying isn't as great as I expected. Something from the past never dies. Even now, it continues to gnaw at me. The void in my heart has become exceptionally vast. It's an emptiness that couldn't be filled even if I possessed the entire cosmos. Shower in bed. Hell yeah, baby. Have a nice sleep. It's called magic wind. Ow! Did I read that? But my high speed cut after responding to the appointment, after returning to the bed. Okay. Harper's going to the best. When I became past embarrassed that couldn't be filled even by the same Empire cosmos. After ending another deployment meeting, I return alone to my bedchamber and fall into deep sleep. In my dream, an indigo wasteland stretches across cosmic dust. Something older than memory summons me. I raise my head and see the moonlight outlining a familiar figure.
You look tired tonight.
You're
What's
right,
wrong?
my bad. Terminated the term, he's a little bitch. I walk over to sit beside Caleb and lean against his shoulder like when we were children. You know what, Infold? I feel an unexpected softness. Fortunately, this is a dream. I wouldn't be able to lean on you otherwise.
I'll always protect you whenever you want to lean on me.
Oh. I shake my head. You once told me that power is a blade. We must hold it in our own hands. And when you grip the hilt of the blade, you can't dream of embracing another person.
Using a blade is easy. You'll always point the sharp end toward your enemies. But your current enemy is me.
You say awful words even in my dream. I hear Caleb laugh as if he doesn't care. Then he wraps his arm around my shoulders to pull me into an intimate proximity.
Although this isn't what we originally wanted, the war has already begun.
You don't want it either because I'll win this time.
Can one victory fill that unbearable emptiness in your heart?
Damn. I don't know. The throne, victory, peace, a greater cosmos, and you. I want everything.
We've only been apart for a few months, and here you are, being more brazenly greedy.
You're also at fault. I'm nobly honest when facing Caleb in my dreams. Notably honest when facing Caleb in my dreams. Maybe it's because it's been too long since we talked like this. You're the one who made me think I could retain everything, and now you won't let me continue having beautiful dreams.
Aren't I in your dream at the moment? You can do whatever you want to me.
Okay.
I just don't know how much you'll remember when you wake up.
Okay. Noticing what Caleb is trying to imply, I pinch his arm. What am I to you?
You're proud, greedy, suspicious, willful, and even detestable sometimes. Yet, you're the cutest baby sister I could ask for.
Jesus. Under the vast sky, we sit quietly for a long time. Only the moon's slow descent reminds us of passage time. Something soft brushes against my palm. I look down and see a blue-gray flower he placed in my hand. It's then I noticed the wasteland is somehow covered in blooming nebula flowers. Nebula apples, Jesus. Caleb seems to remember something. Smiling, he stands up. Are you leaving?
The dream is about to end. We can only make our wishes come true after we wake up.
Your wishes, I don't think I even know what they are. It doesn't look like he'll say more. I give up. Never mind. You're just part of my dream. I can't expect you to answer questions I can't figure out myself.
2 stars following separate orbits. Even if they intersect for a moment, it'll bring about destruction. That's one cosmic law.
You know, this whole this card, beside the baby sister thing, I don't know. This whole thing is just kind of little reminded me of his myth, the Dare's cohesive, whatever the fuck, the X duo.
But it's possible that after seeking and embracing each other for eons, their attraction might not necessarily be for mutual destruction.
I think it's just because he keeps bringing up destruction. I'm still trying to make sense of his cryptic words. Then he turns around. He walks toward the edge of the wasteland where the moon has fallen. I want to catch up with Caleb, but I step into empty air and rapidly fall. Before my consciousness drifts away, I hear his voice again. It's more distant.
Aren't you curious about my wishes? I want the rules of this cosmos to change according to my will.
Did you? When I wake up, moonlight filters through the LASIK window and falls next to my pillow. Looking at my empty hands, I feel... Does that say disoriented? Yep. It seems someone once gently, tenderly held them for a long time. Even now, warmth still lingers. I also liked his X-Duo myth. I'm really glad I have it, and I'm really glad that I don't have to pull for it when it reruns. Time passes silently, and the shadow of war still looms over the major galaxies. Inside the Invitation Hall, and in front of a massive panoramic, whatever the fuck, glass wall, panoramic. Anyway, glass wall starship models are displayed like yeah, that fucking big ass word, bro. Nearby, Fallon, and representative from the Lorne Galaxy, taps the hologram to give the sales pitch for this batch of brand new starships.
This is the design for the third batch. If your majesty approves, we can immediately begin the next round of production.
By the way, why does Caleb card feel longer than Xavier's? There's no need to hurry. Currently, losses from the Imperial starship battles are lower than expected. I'll give you a contract that our strategies drift later. Finland pauses, and the hologram on the glass wall slightly trembles in response.
Of course.
Your Majesty!
Yes? Without waiting for the guards outside, my secretary bursts into the representation hall. She's unable to hide her excitement.
The fleet led by the High Marshal encountered an emergency in the Allure Galaxy.
Oh!
The cause is currently unknown, but they chose to make an emergency landing within Imperial territory. We've already calculated their approximate location and narrowed it down to 3 sites.
Phelan immediately stands up and bows respectfully.
Congratulations, Your Majesty. The High Marshal has crashed into the Empire's territory. This is an excellent opportunity. If the Empress gives out the order to execute him, no one will dare to question Your Majesty's reign.
Oh, so since when have Lorne's denizens start caring about matters between the Empire and the Federation? I thought you'd be happier to see this conflict continue after all. You still have plenty of high-quality goods worth selling.
The High Marshal has always been
It was traumatizing. I'm dead.
And recklessly willful. My suggestion is to not let him easily escape your control, Your Majesty.
My suggestion is you fuck off, but that's just me. I remain non-communicational. My gaze sweeps past Phelan to land on the secretary waiting nearby. Find them. Before I give the order, no one is permitted to attack.
As you wish.
I nod in acknowledgement. My fingers tapping the table's surface. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch a fleeting shadow of displeasure across its face. Ever since the Interstellar Starfaring Summit was held, the people of Lorne Galaxy have been somewhat dissatisfied with Caleb, but obvious attempts at swooing discord are a first. Do their patterns become impatient? The Lorne Galaxy may have never been truly neutral, but I have no intention of exposing their scheme to use me as their weapon for now. At this moment, I'm more concerned about Caleb's situation. Notify the command ship. We're departing for our home planet. What is this Discord notification? I'm sorry, I have to look at it. It might be my VIP thing. Is it? Probably? No. Do I wish it to be? Absolutely. It's not. Okay, well now I'm depressed. Info, if you love me, you'll message me right now. Command ship traverses through the dark cosmos. Stars streak past a light speed as if the entire world is disappearing behind me. I think I have too many things to ask him after 6 months. In what capacity should I meet you this time? Is it happening? Oh, it is! She walks like so badass, like it's amazing. Oh, hi! What's that? He looks really hot. The Federation is dead, and the stars will only remember one person's name. Give up. My dear brother. God damn, hi. Sorry.
But I brought you a gift for your coronation.
Thanks.
Our nations want us to kill each other.
Well, that seems like a personal problem.
However, they
Oh
don't
my God.
know that we're from the same source. Our souls are entwined.
He said the same thing in the other myth. In the myth, we're from the same source. Sorry. Hi. Push away. Get your hands off me. Only the guys. Only coronation that you stand by my side. Only on the condition that you stand by my side. I really think this is gonna. I see some. I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's like an Adam and Eve type thing. I'm gonna be legit anyway. Oh Jesus! Assess the situation. Caleb. Oh. Oh my God.
You may have ambition, but haven't lost conscience.
Oh. Oh. That's so fucking hot of you. I'm gonna be real. Oh my God, we're so hot. Oh God damn it, I missed it. Ooh. Get him. Oh my God, that's so sick. What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh. Oh.
Sealing their own fate.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
Now then, let us discuss the terms for a ceasefire.
Dude. Oh my God. Hi. Caleb, what do you want?
You.
Yeah, I would have said the same thing.
But after
Ooh.
tomorrow, you won't belong to just me anymore.
Oh? Did he take my crown? He did. Take it back. Give me that. This is mine. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Fuck. Bitch. Out right in the open. Dude. This is a wild ass card. I'm gonna be real. This is fucking crazy. You need to find a way to fill up my ambition. Guys, we're outside.
Then let's make this our solemn vow. We'll forge our shackles anew.
Oh, hell yeah, baby.
And we will kill that very thing
Ooh.
called fate together.
Ooh. The way he said that. That was fucking crazy. On the throne, Caleb and I rest in each other's embrace. The dust has settled and only whiffs of smoke rise above parts of the ruins. Imperial generals have regained control of the situation, and it's not hard to track down the forces that try to sabotage our nation's negotiation. That is very true. Those who want to profit from it will pray for the war to never end. It's not just Lorne, though. The Empire and the Federation have no shortage of such people. There are only more convert about.
Exactly. Too bad they picked the wrong targets. No matter how hard they try, it won't work.
Evil Caleb, you're weird. Caleb rotates his wrist and spreads out several encrypted documents. He taps them, and a series of terms appears in the air. Raising an eyebrow, I lean in to get a good look at the documents. Phelan drifted them and added enticing language and generate terms. Newman promised you Lauren's entire shipbuilding capacity for the next 10 years. You weren't tempted.
Isn't it because I already have the ally whom I want the most? I had no choice but to turn them down.
People are saying that the person in Raphael's story is a sixth love interest, and I really fucking hope not. No offense.
Even though my little sister abandoned me halfway through our collaboration, I won't hold a grudge.
It will never not be weird to me when he says that. I know, I'm pretty sure they don't mean it like that, but it will never not be weird to me. He's referring to the incident I claimed back to be sick halfway through while providing intel on the Lorne Galaxy. I suppose I caused him somewhat trouble at the time, but that's in the past now. There's nothing we can't discuss. I couldn't have guessed you detected someone was planning to bomb the starport, so you decided to strike first. In any case, the situation was unclear at the time. I wouldn't put my crown
I
at
figured as
risk.
much. I did visit you as soon as I stabilized the situation.
People are saying Xavier's story is really funny. Or like some person in there is really funny.
You did the same thing tonight.
His expression, free of accusations, stir a sense of guilt that's been dominant for a long time. I gently link my arm with his. Be honest. Don't you think you might die if I hadn't arrived in time? What if the others persuaded me, and I decided to kill you? He doesn't answer my question. He only lowers his head to kiss my hair with a familiar intensity.
Do you remember the warp point, Velitio?
Oh!
And the plan we created? I still believe it can change certain established rules and lead us to a different future. What do you think, Your Majesty?
.3 months later.
The Empire and the Federation have reached a consensus and renewed the Centennial Mutual Assistance Treaty. The exploration plan regarding Velitio will also be resubmitted for deliberation by the Noble Assembly and the Federation's Council. Your Majesty, High Marshal, you may place your hands here.
Caleb and I step forward together and solemnly place our hands on the test tree. A ring of blue light spreads and ripples outward like starlight before setting into the profound silence. But the cosmos abides by one truth. It will forever exist in unrest and chaos. Tranquility is only temporary. But we'll leave those headaches for our future selves. At this moment, I feel an unpredictable sense of satisfaction filling my chest. Unpredicted. Hi! Does this feel like we're exchanging vows?
If I had known, I would have prepared rings. If we exchanged vows, the old guard in the Empire would throw more than just one tantrum.
Do you care about that? Maybe we'll never be able to stand beside each other in such a way. His voice is quiet, yet it's clear. It feels as if he's whispering directly into my ear.
Ever since I was little, I've always accomplished what I set my mind to. Once I've chosen a path, I'll see it through to the end. It doesn't matter how impossible it seems. And when you kissed me for the first time, I was happy.
Oh.
I'm lucky that I have a sweet baby sister.
God damn it.
Her heart is just like mine. Ever since then, I've never felt lonely.
Oh. Him and I were once on opposite ends of the same fuse, but now all of that is behind us. The cosmos will forge ahead unscathed. In the Empire, Caleb's name no longer symbolizes danger and destruction. Rather, it will be the most gentle, romantic footnote of this era. Caleb, the Federation's High Marshal, the Empress's big brother, former enemy, and lifelong beloved, second only to the Cosmic Empire. Someday, I think I'll agree to let someone delete that small text in yep, that word. After all, parenthesis, yep, after all, the life we'll experience together will be a long one. Well, is everybody ready to see what happens when we shoot and kill him? Are we ready to find that out? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, sorry. Fire the gun and kill Caleb. Various thoughts swirl around through my mind, and at long last I seize the clearest one. Regardless of our circumstances, he's my older brother, so naturally he belongs to me. Rather than let someone else kill him, I'd rather do it myself. The laser firearm barrel is knocked away just before the beam is fired. It grazes Caleb's shoulder and strikes the porthole behind him. With an expressionless face, he sees his dagger and glances at where his blade cut me.
I thought you'd be more interested in catching up.
The wound isn't deep, in fact, it's more of a warning. I press down on my wrist to stop the bleeding. Caleb raises his arm, and Federation soldiers who aimed at me again have received the signal to step back. They clear a path for me.
Take your Empress's roar and leave.
Ooh.
I won't give you a warning next time.
Alright. I was young back then. Grand ambitions and confidence could sustain me as I walk this path alone. I turned and left the bridge. I didn't look back, not even once. What horrible thing happened to us? War broke out once more. It wasn't any different from the wars between the Empire and the Federation over the past hundreds of years. Caleb and I, at distant ends of the cosmos, live and die in... Okay, the heavens can only entirely spin in vain. In Cosmic Year 649, the meeting between the Empire's Empress, Lee, and Caleb, leader of the Federation, ultimately ended in discord. They once grew up together in the Imperial Court. Separated, they rose to power in two great galaxies to create their own era of prosperity. But as they ruled, the accustomed grievances between the Empire and the Federation failed to be resolved and worsened. They spent their entire lives restraining each other. They never achieved recognition. Recognition, whatever the fuck. Expert from Star's Brief History. Well, that's nice, I guess.